the part of history they hid from us. Imagine standing in a pitch-black tunnel, where the walls are so smooth your hand simply slides off. Before you sits a 100-ton granite box, an object so heavy that even today's most advanced industrial cranes would struggle to budget. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. This is the reality of Egypt. In school, we were taught that human progress was a slow, steady climb, from stone tools to the wheel, and eventually to the steam engine. But what if I told you that story is incomplete? Museums around the world house objects that tear the linear progress theory to shreds. Today, we are performing a forensic analysis of 7 discoveries that neither archaeologists nor modern scientists can fully explain. We begin our journey in the deep vaults of Egypt, where time seems to have stood still. In Saqqara, Egypt, there lies a mysterious underground complex known as the Serapeum of Saqqara. When Auguste Mariette discovered it in 1850, the world was left stunned. Hidden deep beneath the ground are 25 massive granite coffers, carved from one of the hardest stones on Earth. Now here's where the mystery begins. Each box weighs around 70 tons, and the lid alone adds another 30 tons, bringing the total to an astonishing 100 tons. Experts claim these were used to bury sacred bowls, but when the coffers were opened, they were completely empty. So the question is, if these were just for animals, why go through such unimaginable effort? The mystery deepens. When engineer Christopher Dunn examined the boxes, he discovered something shocking. The internal angles were perfect, 90 degrees with precision, down to millimeters. Think about that. In a time when only copper tools were supposedly available, carving solid granite with such accuracy should be impossible. So how did they do it? Did they possess some kind of advanced technology? Perhaps even tools powered by sound or ultrasonic vibrations? And the biggest question of all, how were these 100-ton blocks transported and positioned deep inside narrow, pitch-black underground tunnels with such flawless precision? In 1901, a heap of rusted bronze was recovered from an ancient shipwreck near the coast of Greece. It was ignored for decades until it was placed under an X-ray machine. What emerged changed the history of computing forever. Inside was a complex web of 37 gears that functioned exactly like a modern clock or an analog computer, known as the Antikythera mechanism. This device could calculate the positions of the sun and moon, the movement of the stars, and predict solar eclipses down to the second. The terrifying part: humans didn't build a gear mechanism. This complex again for another 1,500 years. Was there a genius 2,000 years ago who knew everything we've only recently discovered? Or is this a final relic of a lost civilization that vanished into the sea? Standing in the Qutb Minar complex in Delhi, India, is the Iron Pillar of Delhi. It is 1,600 years old, forged by ancient blacksmiths from 98% pure iron. Scientists are baffled. How has this 23-foot-tall pillar stood in the rain, sun, and humidity for 16 centuries without a single speck of rust? Modern steel would crumble in 20 to 30 years. Research revealed that ancient craftsmen coated the pillar in a chemical layer called Mesa White, which creates an impenetrable barrier between the iron and the air. This knowledge is equivalent to modern nanotechnology. Did these people understand the properties of metals at an atomic level? This pillar isn't just a monument, it's proof of an ancient laboratory. The Lycurgus Cup of Rome is a 4th century masterpiece. This chalice looks green in normal light, but the moment a light is placed inside it, it turns a deep ruby red. In 1990, when the glass was analyzed under a microscope, scientists were floored. The glass contained particles of gold and silver only 70 nanometers wide, 1,000 times thinner than a human hair. This means the Romans knew how to break metals down to the molecular level and fuse them into glass. Today, we do this with lasers and high-tech machinery. Was this a mere coincidence? Or was alchemy in the ancient world a legitimate, advanced science? A small clay jar found in Iraq, containing a copper cylinder and an iron rod, is known worldwide as the Baghdad battery. When researchers filled a replica with lemon juice or vinegar, it actually generated half a volt of electricity. This battery predates the official inventors of electricity by 2,000 years. Some experts believe it was used for electroplating gold onto jewelry. If true, it means ancient humans understood the flow of electricity and its chemical effects. How did this knowledge vanish from the pages of history? Did a great war or natural disaster push humanity back into the caves? The Sabu disk from Egypt is a stone plate that looks remarkably like a modern turbine impeller. 5,000 years ago, when the wheel was a new invention, carving such a complex shape was considered impossible. Some scientists believe it was part of a pump. Did the ancient Egyptians have hydraulic machinery? On the other side of the world, look at the weapons of the terracotta army in China. After 2,200 years, they are still rust-free and sharp. They are coated in chromium oxide, a highly advanced process. This technology wasn't patented in the West until 1930. Did the ancient East hold this secret for millennia? All these discoveries point to one truth. We have vastly underestimated our ancestors. They weren't just hunters or farmers. They were master engineers, chemists, and astronomers. Perhaps the journey of human civilization isn't a straight road, but a circle. We reach a peak, build great monuments and machines, and then due to some great mistake or catastrophe we forget everything and start from zero. The iPhones and rockets we build today, will future generations look at them thousands of years from now and ask, how did they do it? The real question isn't how they got this knowledge. The real question is, why did it take us so long to learn it again? Are we still blind to a reality that is staring us in the face?
You're not behind in life. You're exactly where you need to be, building something bigger. Every morning you wake up, that's not just another day. That's another shot at becoming who you said you wanted to be. Doesn't matter where you came from. Doesn't matter how many times you failed. What matters is, are you ready to get up one more time? Because winners, they're not the most talented. They're the ones who refuse to quit. Right now, someone out there is working harder than you. Someone is chasing the same dream you have. So ask yourself, are you going to watch or are you going to work? Comfort will keep you average. Pressure will make you great. So stop waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Start messy. Start scared. But start. Because one day, people will look at your life and say, how did they do it? And the answer will be simple. You didn't stop. So take a deep breath, lock in, and go all in. Because your future is watching what you do today. You don't need more time. You need more focus. The life you want? It's on the other side of discipline. Nobody is coming to save you. That's your power. You can stay comfortable, or you can become unstoppable. You don't get both. Small steps every day will take you places you never imagined. Stop doubting yourself. You've survived things you once thought would break you. If it was easy, everyone would do it. You're here to do what others won't. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence.